So in my poetry class, I always have students memorize something. I think I feel that if they've forgotten everything I've said, if they haven't written anything down all semester and just stared out the window, at least they will come away with a poem memorized. So one day years ago, I was on the subway in New York, and a guy across the aisle kept kind of looking at me, and finally he came over and he recognized me as his teacher. I taught him about 10 years before that. We started talking, and he'd since become an oncologist. And then he said, you made us memorize a poem. And I said, yes. And he said, I'd like to say that poem for you. And it was a little poem by Emily Dickinson that he'd carried in his head and maybe in his heart for all those years, 10 or 15 years. And over the roar of the 6 train, he yelled that poem in my ear. And I think it was probably the most satisfying pedagogical experience I've ever had. I mean, you spend an hour talking to this group of increasingly younger people, and you walk out of there and sometimes you think you've had a good class, and other times it's not been that great, but you don't know no matter what it is to you, you're not sure how it's being taken or what effect you've had. And in that case, it was just a little, a clear demonstration that something had been learned.